He's putting together an incredible season, now in double digits with 10 picks.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Dragons of Houston. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So here are the Jets now backed up to start their first drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw. Banks. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Banks. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taking on the midfield logo. 32-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Nash. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On play action, Lawrence. Looking left side of he's got a man. That's long. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go. It's long. They get him to the ground right on the cusp cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack it.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, this is a great play right here by a very versatile linebacker. It's a zone defense, so he's responsible for one area of the field. And Brandon, I don't think the quarterback ever saw him. Or if he did, he saw him too late because he snuck into a great position there to pick that one off.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game.
They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fields. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
This 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. That's Wise. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Dragons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
And the Jets set to take the field.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Banks. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Banks. Oh, and his
his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Houston set to take over.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where it would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
He finds his man, complete. It's long. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pick up there, 20 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
He finds his man, complete. It's long. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence going to throw again.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Dragons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
And New York set to take the field.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Banks. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Ooh, the juke. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Lawrence will throw.
quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Back to throw. Banks. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down. Banks. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. A 45-yard punt for there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense taking over again.
They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Long. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's Wise. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Long
to the 27-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, it's Long.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
Here's Lawrence.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Nash. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
New York ready to go again offensively. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Banks throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And it's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. The slot man in motion right. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Throwing on 1st down. Banks. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So that stems the tide just a little, but this...
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out comes Houston. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down.
He finds his man complete. That's wise. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's long. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Throw left side complete. That's Drake. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
On second down, Lawrence.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They'll try and run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards, the final tally.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Up the middle they go. It's long. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here we go. Here we go. Score on these guys. We got that defense right. Let's go. No mental mistakes. Keep it up.
Now Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. It's Wise. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dragons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point.
Time, focus.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
On 1st and 10, Banks. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Banks. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And take it right on the 30. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete.
He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And to throw again is Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a fourth down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. On first down, Banks. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now here's a throw that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. Looking to throw. Banks. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Banks. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he is going to have a Jets first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Banks. To the sideline and incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Play action. It's Lawrence. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 3rd and 5. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trip.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons are able to widen their advantage.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Extra point attempt to come here. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Just a 4-play drive that time. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 3rd and 2. Banks. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Throwing on first down. McCauley. He finds his man complete. It's long. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's long. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
139 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Back to throw. McCauley over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. off the play fake. McCauley. He finds his man complete. That's long. He'll wind up getting just a yard. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down. McCauley. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Long. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a throw here to his running back. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
On 3rd down, Long. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Long. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter, because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And this offense on 3rd down today, pretty anemic, very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Banks. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable here from the 38. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
Houston's offense taking over again.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've
seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. On second down now. It's long, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
167 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
They'll run on first down. It's long.
And we're down to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. Operating from the gun, McCauley, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first and 10, McCauley. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's long. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. Looking to throw. McCauley to the end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
4th down now after a loss of 2.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
New York set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Ridiculous. Take him out.
Back to throw. Banks. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Banks. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Banks. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Houston set to take over. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
186 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Long. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, long, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Call that a gain of 11.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.